Have you ever driven home and realized you don't remember a single turn you took along the way? Or maybe you found yourself lost in thought, arriving at your destination almost as if on autopilot, with no memory of the journey itself. Or perhaps you've reacted to something, a comment, a situation, with surprising intensity, and later wondered, where did that come from? That's your subconscious mind at work, quietly influencing your emotions, decisions and behaviors, often without you even realizing it. The subconscious is like a hidden engine, running beneath the surface and powering up to 95% of your daily life, your thoughts, feelings, and actions. It's the silent force guiding you through routines, habits, and even your emotional responses. Most of your day, you're not making conscious choices. You're running on old habits, beliefs, and patterns that have been programmed into you over years, often since childhood. Imagine your subconscious as a vast, intricate library, storing every experience, memory, and emotion you've ever had. Every book on its shelves is a story from your past, shaping how you see the world and how you react to it. Its main job is to keep you safe, by repeating what's familiar, not necessarily what makes you happy. It's always scanning for danger, preferring the comfort of the known, even if that means holding on to old fears or limiting beliefs. That's why so many people stay in jobs they dislike, repeat unhealthy patterns, or find themselves stuck in the same routines. The subconscious mind prefers familiar misery over the uncertainty of unfamiliar happiness. When you snap at someone unexpectedly, procrastinate on important tasks, or sabotage your own goals, you're witnessing your subconscious programming in action. These reactions are often automatic, rooted in old stories and emotional memories. It's like playing a song you learned years ago. Your fingers move without thinking, guided by muscle memory. In the same way, your subconscious guides your actions, replaying the same patterns over and over. Your life's tune was written long ago, and your subconscious keeps replaying it, often without your conscious input. The melodies of your childhood, your earliest experiences, and your deepest emotions echo through your daily life. The first step to changing that tune is realizing that the composer was a much younger you, someone who made sense of the world with limited understanding and resources. Becoming aware of this hidden influence is the key to taking back control. When you start to notice your subconscious patterns, you open the door to rewriting your story and creating a life that's truly your own. Where does this programming come from? Why do we react to certain situations in ways that seem automatic, or even irrational? The answers often lie in the earliest years of our lives, long before we had the words to describe what we were experiencing. Childhood. Until about age 7, your brain is a sponge, absorbing everything without filter. Every word, every gesture, every emotional tone in your environment is taken in as absolute truth. You're not just learning facts, you're learning how the world works, and more importantly, how you fit into it. You learn through emotion and atmosphere, not logic. The feelings in the room, the tension or warmth between adults, the way people respond to you, these become the building blocks of your inner world. Your survival depends on your caregivers, so you quickly learn what gets you love and approval. You adapt, sometimes in ways you don't even realize, just to feel safe and accepted. If you were praised for being quiet, you learn to be invisible. If you were scolded for expressing needs, you learn to suppress them. These lessons are powerful, even if they're never spoken aloud. If only achievements got attention, you learned your worth is tied to performance. You might have started to believe that love is something you have to earn, not something you simply deserve. These aren't conscious thoughts, they're deep emotional imprints. They settle in quietly, shaping your self-image and your expectations of others. Early lessons become your core beliefs, like, I'm not good enough, or I don't belong. These beliefs can echo through your life, influencing your choices and relationships. Or maybe you learned, I must take care of everyone, becoming the helper or the peacemaker, always putting others first to feel valued. Or perhaps, I'm only lovable when perfect. The pressure to never make mistakes can follow you for decades, making self-acceptance feel impossible. You didn't choose these beliefs. They were downloaded into your subconscious, shaped by the people and experiences around you before you could even question them. These strategies were brilliant for a child, helping you survive and adapt. But as an adult, you're still running on outdated software, responding to life with patterns that may no longer serve you. You're navigating adult life with beliefs designed by a 5-year-old. It's like trying to solve grown-up problems with a child's toolkit. No wonder it feels so hard sometimes. No wonder so many of us feel stuck, or like we're fighting ourselves. The struggle isn't your fault, it's the result of old programming that's never been updated. Recognizing this is the first step to change. When you see where your beliefs come from, you can begin to question them and choose new ones that fit the person you are today. Those childhood survival strategies don't disappear. They evolve into adult behaviors and personality traits. What you call your personality is often a mask you learn to wear for protection. Chronic people-pleasing, perfectionism, always being the strong one. These are survival strategies, not just quirks. Each role was born from a need to cope with your childhood environment. These aren't flaws, they're outdated protection mechanisms. Your brain clings to what's familiar, even if it's painful. That's why you repeat dysfunctional relationships or sabotage your own success. Your subconscious isn't seeking happiness, it's seeking what it recognizes. Breaking free starts with seeing these patterns for what they are. Think you're always making rational choices? Science says otherwise. Studies show your brain decides what you'll do seconds before you're even aware of it. This is called pre-conscious processing. Your habits and emotions drive most actions before logic kicks in. The limbic system and basal ganglia, ancient parts of your brain, run the show on impulse and learned associations. When you reach for junk food under stress or get defensive at feedback, it's your subconscious firing old circuits. You're reacting to triggers before your rational mind can intervene. This isn't New Age talk, it's neuroscience. Your subconscious links stress to comfort food, criticism to danger, and acts before you can think. Most of your life is lived on a delay, catching up to decisions already made. Awareness is the first step to changing these automatic responses. The emotions you were taught to hide, sadness, anger, fear, don't vanish. They get pushed into your subconscious shadow. These hidden parts resurface as repetition compulsion. Your mind recreates old wounds, hoping for a different outcome. That's why people repeat painful patterns. Your subconscious is trying to heal by replaying the past. Self-sabotage is often your mind's attempt to resolve old pain, not random bad luck. You're not reacting to the present, but to echoes from your past. As Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. What feels like destiny is often just hidden patterns at work. Facing your shadow is the only way to break free. It's not just family. Culture and society program your subconscious too. From birth, you're bombarded with messages about what to want, fear, and value. Advertising sells you not products, but feelings, status, love, validation. Your brain absorbs these messages until they become your beliefs. Cultural myths about gender, race, and success shape your identity without you realizing it. The pressure to be busy and productive is a powerful script in many societies. You can end up chasing goals that aren't truly yours, feeling empty even after achieving them. The danger is living a life that isn't authentic. Becoming aware of cultural programming lets you reclaim your own desires. Define success on your own terms, not society's. What happens if you keep living on autopilot? Eventually the cost is high. The gap between your outer life and inner feelings creates emotional dissonance, fuel for anxiety, depression, and burnout. You might look successful but feel empty, trying to fill the void with more work or achievements. Suppressing your true self is exhausting. Your subconscious will eventually demand attention. It might show up as recurring dreams, slips of the tongue, unexplained pain, or even a life crisis. These aren't punishments, they're signals something's wrong. Burnout isn't just overwork, it's the exhaustion of living inauthentically. The fatigue is spiritual, not just physical. Disconnection from your true self drains your vitality and joy. Many live in quiet desperation, never knowing why. Reconnecting with your subconscious is the way out. So, what do you do about old programming? Most of us carry beliefs and habits from childhood that shape our reactions, often without us even realizing it. These patterns can feel automatic, but they aren't set in stone. The first step is to become aware of them, to notice when you're acting out of habit rather than conscious choice. Don't fight your subconscious, learn to listen. Instead of pushing away uncomfortable thoughts or feelings, invite them in with curiosity. Ask yourself, what is this trying to tell me? Often, your inner voice is simply asking to be heard. The path to healing starts with attention and non-judgmental awareness. When you notice your thoughts, try not to label them as good or bad. Just observe. This gentle attention is the foundation for real change. Mindfulness is key. Notice your thoughts and feelings as they arise, without getting swept away. Take a few deep breaths and ground yourself in the present moment. This practice helps you respond thoughtfully, rather than react impulsively. This creates space between trigger and reaction, giving you choice. In that space, you can choose a new response, one that aligns with your values and your true self. Journaling is another tool. Write honestly about your feelings and reactions to uncover hidden patterns. Sometimes, seeing your thoughts on paper helps you understand them more clearly and spot recurring themes. Dream journaling helps decode messages from your subconscious. Your dreams often reveal what your waking mind overlooks, offering clues to your deeper needs and desires. Inner child work, speaking kindly to your younger self, can heal old wounds. Imagine what you needed to hear as a child, and offer those words to yourself now. Say, "I know you're scared, but you're safe now." Reassure yourself with compassion, and notice how your body and mind begin to relax. The goal is integration, building a bridge between conscious and subconscious minds. When you listen to your inner voice, you create harmony within yourself, allowing all parts of you to work together. This rewiring takes repetition, patience, and self-compassion. It's not about perfection, but about showing up for yourself, day after day, even when it feels hard. Over time, you become more present, less reactive, and more in control. You'll notice a growing sense of peace and confidence in your daily life. Your subconscious becomes an ally, not an enemy. It starts to support your growth, offering insights and guidance instead of resistance. Start small, and keep listening. Every gentle step you take brings you closer to your authentic self, and the wisdom within you grows stronger with practice. Your subconscious isn't a monster or an enemy, it's a protector, using outdated definitions of safety. The goal isn't to conquer it, but to befriend it and understand its intentions. Every self-sabotaging behavior comes from a desire to keep you safe. Shift from judgment to curiosity. Ask, what is this part of me trying to protect? Your subconscious is the wellspring of intuition, creativity, and meaning. To be at war with it is to be at war with yourself. Approach your inner world with kindness and curiosity. Listen to your dreams, gut feelings, and reactions. They're messages. Your subconscious has been waiting for you to come home to yourself. The journey inward begins when you stop fighting and start listening.